Kia ora, New Zealand. I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks very much for joining us. Well, we've got a cooler southwesterly airflow across both islands for Tuesday. You can see it here on the animated wind map. Perhaps a little bit more westerly still for the northeastern corner to begin with, but by the end of Tuesday, the sou'wester should cover most of New Zealand. You can see the Southern Alps have blocked that wind. That's why you don't see the wind lines across many areas inland. The mountains are simply blocking those strong winds, so they're mostly coastal in the more extreme fringes as well. Let's have a look at Wednesday, and the winds tilt back to westerlies for many parts of the South Island, but it is actually ahead of another cold change. This is it, later on in the day. So you do have a colder change. There could be a few snow flurries on the mountains and ranges down to maybe even just a couple of hundred or a few hundred meters, but it's not a significant amount. It goes very quickly. A couple of little showers on the western side of the North Island and dry and sunny for most of you around eastern New Zealand. Let's move through the week now and look at Thursday. Pretty settled. So that little cold snap that came through on Wednesday night, well, it is gone. By the time you're at lunchtime Thursday, the big high just near Northland and Auckland, it is centering itself there anyway, but it's pushing right across both islands. So a very settled Thursday for most places. The only blemish could be a few little showers caught up on the eastern side where there's still a little southerly just coming through on Thursday. Now to Friday, got a northeasterly developing in the very north of the country, and these are subtropical winds. They're very light, but you'll notice a westerly or a southwesterly, just depends on where you live, but the origins of that airflow are actually coming out of the subtropics with a developing low out to sea. But as for Friday, apart from a few showers coming in around Coromandel, the Western Bay of Plenty, and maybe Cape Reinga, most places look dry around the whole country. Now let's go through the weekend. Saturday, look at the northeasterlies. They are starting to build around this big system out in the Tasman Sea. It's not a storm, just a really large area of low pressure. It's fairly lazy because it's trapped under high pressure, which is ballooning out all around it and even onto the Australian side. So that's trapped. So Saturday may not be too bad, just a few light showers caught up in that nor'easter. Otherwise, a fairly nice day. And by Sunday, well, it starts to go downhill, quite obviously. There's a big squash zone developing between that Tasman Sea low and the big high out to the east. And it's a really big high, 1035 hectopascals, centred between the Chathams and Canterbury. The next big high over Australia covers most of Australia. So this low is trapped in between all the high pressure. Perfect squash zone. Look at this, subtropical airflow coming from near Fiji. So it may not be the coldest of Sundays because of that airflow, and the nor'easters go all the way down the country. So it's probably frost-free, fairly windy, and showers turning to rain later on for some of those northern areas later on Sunday. We're not yet 100% locking in that Sunday forecast. That rain might not arrive till Monday, or it might even arrive a little earlier. It all depends on that big high. So we'll keep you up to date. That is all from me for today.